Hi there, this is Mark Schauder with Sotheby's International Realty with another episode of Poway Today. Today I'm here with Brian of Pact, Poway Auxiliary Communication Team.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, great, got
Right.
it right. Tell me what your team does.
Um, well, Poway Auxiliary Communications Team. Auxiliary Communications is a standard, all levels of government, all agencies term for a volunteer backup and supplemental communication group.
Uh-huh.
And so we provide auxiliary communications for the city of Poway.
Okay.
Um, in the event of an emergency, if if they activate the emergency operations center and they want our help, they can call us, and we can come down and set up one of these radios, get on the air, and talk to other ham radio. We're ham radio people.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to other ham radio people who are part of the group around Poway to bring in information to the city and also to get information out.
So if there's a natural disaster or a major wildfire or something like that, your team is more than likely activated, and your team is in their own neighborhood reporting back to the communication center.
Yes, and for people who saw the PNEC episode, we would be communicating with PNEC people out in the, with hams who would communicate with PNEC people out in the neighborhoods to collect information. Possibly also, we have the community emergency response team, the CERT people who could be out in the field performing activities, and a number of the CERT people have ham radio licenses and could call in to communicate with us. And the other big link is that we can also make a connection to the San Diego County Office of Emergency Services, to the EOC there, to pass information between Poway and the county.
Okay. So if Poway needs additional aid or anything like that, your folks, the ham radio operators, share that information with the county emergency communication center.
Yeah, if the city has information to pass up to that level and they don't have the communication resources for it, whether they're overloaded or something's down, then they can pass it through us.
Okay.
And similarly, the county can communicate back to the city. Of course, it works both ways.
Right, very good. So your folks are all volunteers?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, that's in the amateur radio rules. Number one is it's amateur. So we actually can't get paid to
do
operate
what
on
you
the
do.
radio.
Got it. Okay. What is it that your members in your group love about helping out their community?
Well, one thing, of course, is helping out their community. The city of Poway treats its volunteers really well. They appreciate us. They show that not just by having a picnic, but by using us. And that appreciation, it's encouraging. It's also, most of us started as ham radio people and migrated into emergency services. A number of people, especially recently, got into ham radio because of emergency communications. Many times personal, but many times also they got on the CERT and learned about amateur radio and got the license. And so a lot of us are just ham radio people. We enjoy getting on the radio and activities, and we get a lot that we can do basically for free. The FCC doesn't charge us for the license. They don't, and so a lot of people want to give back because of that, and it's fun, and you get to do stuff on the radio.
Okay.
So,
When you're practicing, because you do practice, how often do you practice, by the way?
once a week,
Okay.
Tuesday nights, it's about a half hour. We'll get on, one of us will get on the radio here, and people around the community will check in, and we can share news information, but we're also testing our equipment. We're networking. It's community building also.
Got it.
So we get to know each other. We get familiar with each other, along with practicing on the equipment, getting into the habit of getting on the radio. So if something happens, people will go pick up the radio and turn it on and see what's happening.
Got it. So this is all volunteer. Are you looking for more volunteers?
Anytime.
Okay.
All that's required is if you're local and we have people in Penasquitos and Scripps Ranch, Rancho Bernardo who participate.
Okay.
All that's needed is an amateur radio license. To get one, you have to pass a test.
Okay.
And you get a license.
Got it.
Radios are fairly inexpensive. There are radios out there for less than $50 handheld. And I guess that's the entry kit. If you want to be more involved, then there's the city volunteer credential, which can be had through Susie with the safety services.
Right, safety services. Okay.
Because to get into the room here to help, very likely you'll have to have the credential to get access. But to be out in the community and help, even if we don't know you when you call in, if you have something useful and helpful,
got it. Okay.
we appreciate it.
And the best way for people to get in touch with your group, Pact?
Best way would be my ham radio email.
Okay.
I have a personal email and a ham radio email. And that would be ag6cf@arrl.net.
Got it. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time today, and look forward to sharing this with everybody. This is Mark Schauder with Sotheby's International Realty with another episode of Poway Today.